Are we back? Hello? Okay. Anyways. Oh, and now it's gone again! Why? Why'd it go to red again? Please! I think I've just been generally having, like, weird Wi-Fi problems just in general at my house. And I don't know why. Like, my bitrate's going completely back and forth. I don't know what's causing anything. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try to get past this forum part and then, like, save and, like, take a second. See if, like, how it goes. I did this one, Strawberry Celery Memorial's the last one. I miss her so bad, a real tragedy. RDP forever. It is what it is. She was perfect. There will never be another magical girl like her. Okay, so she was a very big Fruit Fatale fan and then really loved her and then she died, so that probably has something to do with, like, her motivations. That's everything. Okay, save real quick. Okay. The man is gone. I'm just so confused because, like, my last couple of streams have been struggling with this. I don't know what's causing the issues. And I've kind of, like, noticed on my phone recently too that, like, randomly my internet will just take, well, like, I guess, like, Wi-Fi when I'm on my phone, will take, like, we'll just randomly just kind of be slow. So I don't know if there's something going on just, like, with, like, the Wi-Fi at my house at all. I'm not sure. I'll ask, like, after stream. Hopefully the stream will be able to last a bit longer. I'll ask afterwards, to my mom if she's not doing anything to restart the router, see if that, like, helps anything. I don't know why it's just been randomly, like, fucking up recently. I mean, you can get the old Kumoka stream vibes, because my streams used to crash a shit ton back when I was, like, first starting, because I did not have Ethernet yet, so. Right, hopefully I can survive for a bit longer, I would hope. It's very annoying that I had to deal with, like, weird, shitty internet, but yeah, I restarted my computer the other day, so it's not just my computer. I will ask my mom. Ooh, hiccup. I'll ask my mom about restarting the router coming up, see if that helps. Oh my god, I kind of have hiccups, hold on. When I was one with this other Bob and there was attractive animatronic bears that played music. How they worked was that a human being in a separate room spoken to a microphone, the bear to talk to people. Chris went up to the bear, Christian with the bear, misheard and said Christopher. Oh, that's interesting. Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, sorry, this is completely random, but I convinced, one of my friends who knows nothing of Five Nights at Freddy's, like, practically nothing about Five Nights at Freddy's, to go see the movie with me once it comes out. And I'm really excited because I think it's gonna be really funny to see what she thinks. Later, can I send you a link to the Welcome Home website? Yeah, of course. I'd like to see the general vibe. And yeah, that'd be fun. I think that'd be fun. We indoctrinate more FNAF fans. I don't know why indoctrinate sounded that fucking horrifying when I said it, but yeah. Heck yeah. That's always the goal, just indoctrinate more fans. I think it would be funny to try to get her to play one of the Five Nights at Freddy's because, like, she is, like, stereotypically bad at video games, and it's kind of funny. So I'd love to see her, struggle, low-key. I'm such an evil friend. None of us are happy about being here. It's hell, but gay hell. That is very real. Very real. Yikes, this is borderline obsessive. You know, they always seem so composed and professional. Who actually had this going on? World full of surprises, Tens. Expect the unexpected. Actually, yeah, that's real appropriate coming from KJ. Okay, this is kind of incriminating stuff. I'm gonna copy everything to the disk so we have some evidence. Maybe see what else we can find. I got out the chair and let KJ do their magic, and take a look at the makeup samples on the desk. They're from the Sentinel's line Sentimentality. Everyone has been obsessed with it lately. That's not really much of a clue, right? Of course she'd have her own products on her desk. Her desk! I rummaged in the desk drawers and find some notebooks. I flipped through them hoping to find some clue. It's all boring financial reports and business strategy. I'm sure someone would find this interesting, but it's not me. A sign from the Lord that his true name should be Christopher, not Christian. The fuck? From the start, but Barbara wanted to be Christian. There was he was a coward and named him what Barbara wanted? Yeah, I get what you mean, but that is so insane that just a random chance encounter. And then he was like, oh my god, Jesus Christ came through this animatronic bear to tell me this, like... That's fucking insane, dude. Can't believe I'm thinking this, but I was having more fun on the computer. Okay, I started the transfer. Now we just sit tight until it's done. What have you found? Nothing interesting. I was hoping to see some top secret evil scheme on a page, but it's just some boring business plans up to the end of the year. Wait, just up to the end of this year? Yeah, I was hoping to see something cool that hasn't been announced yet. There's nothing here for but there's nothing here for the year 2000. I find that a little odd that $1 billion company has no plans for the next year, not even the day before New Year's Eve. FNAF religious aversion! I mean, didn't Scott Cawthon make, like, Christians like children animations pre-FNAF? FNAF has always been the religious aversion. Maybe it's in another notebook? I looked at the drawers again, and there's no other notebooks at all. Please never remind me of them again! There were no Y2K plans on the computer either. Right, that really is bizarre when you think about it. Even I have plans for next year, and I'm not exactly the organized type. I don't have any killer evidence. All we know is that Annalie has an unhealthy obsession with this Fruit Fatale group, that she's been putting away the charity funds into a mystery offshore account. She might be keeping a loose schedule for next year. Not really going to hold up in court. Fruit Fatale? This sounds so familiar. Hello? Earth the Princess. Sorry, I was just thinking about something. Very Garbo and spread around in Sonic fan forums as a joke. Yeah, no, you don't have to say sorry for not talking much with Ada, and that's completely fine. Again, if you don't want to say much, you don't have to. Lurkers, if you want to lurk, are completely welcome in my chat. Anyways, none of this evidence will hold up in court, as it was obtained illegally. KJ, why do you know something like that? It's better if you don't know. Now what if we had something more concrete, like... No, because I'm playing Minecraft with the gang. You know what? I'm glad I could be your Minecraft background noise, so... Part of me was like gonna be like, isn't it like completely obvious that like illegally obtained evidence can't be like used in court? Like, is that like something that's so strange to know? But I also remembered I know that from Ace Attorney, so some of like the legal terms that I've learned are literally just from Ace Attorney. Obviously, I'm not like Ace Attorney is a perfect representation of the judicial system and I learned everything about it. No, I've just learned terms and just like general some like rules that are like actually real from Ace Attorney. It's like something awful. I haven't even heard of that site before. First few trolls came first of many, unfortunately. I'm not wishing to keep like a decade and a half of tragedy and stories of pain. Which it like again. Was Christian a horrible person? Yes, but at the same time, it's just so unfortunate. It's just so funny how it pick and chooses what those laws matter. I love Ace Attorney. I love Ace Attorney. There's so much shit that wouldn't fly in a real court, but then sometimes they use like actual like real like court terms, and it just works so well. Cause I think, hold on. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is like a real thing where it's like one of my favorite Ace Attorney cases plays in with like, one of the things of like not being able to be charged for like the same crime twice, or like go to court like for the same crime twice. Or however it works. I know it's more based on the Japanese court system, but I know it's like an actual thing. But it's like, in the case, like, kind of spoilers for the case, but I won't go into specifics, but I kind of, like, so he, the defendant gets, like, charged. He gets found innocent for, like, one of his crimes, that it turns out he actually did commit, but Phoenix got him found innocent because Phoenix just really did not believe that he was the criminal. But then, when the other person got charged for murder, his only, like, way to prove that he was innocent for the murder that he actually was innocent for was to prove that he actually was the criminal from the previous case. So there's like two court cases that go on in here, but because he also so he got found innocent of the murder, but then also couldn't be found guilty of being the other guilty of the other crime that wasn't murder, because he had already been found innocent. And I was like, that's so smart. I love how they did that. It was one of my favorite Ace Attorney cases. It's very awkward to talk about, like, not using names, because I feel like even just with spoilers, once you figure out, you know, you'll be like, oh, it's this case that you were talking about, but still. I saw the video of someone making a joke about being a normal person in the court. I saw it on my For You page, and then I think Mel Pocket Leaves sent it to me too, and I was like, it's so good. It's so funny. Something awful was an old essay dedicated to learning about making fun of creeps, odd people, and odd sites. Lol cows, if you know that term. I like kind of recognize it, but I also don't. Oh, I saw the Danganronpa one on my For You page, but I didn't watch it fully. I need to watch that one afterwards too. Well, I did cover. I can have a trolling, so I'll do some highlights. I mean, yeah, it's probably a fucking lot. What was I gonna say? Yeah, a website like that sounds nice if they were just making fun of, like, fucking creeps. But you also know that's not the case, and they're gonna make fun of completely innocent people that are just odd. A person who's eccentric or foolish behavior can be exploited or amused onlookers. Yeah. I guess I've never heard the term before, because I wouldn't have guessed that to be the definition. That's like, I don't fact that there's like a word for that though kind of makes me sad. That it's like such a common occurrence. It's a site that got Creepshow found out to be a fucking asshole. Oh, but like, the Creepshow art? I got a TikTok video like explaining that the other day. Like milking a cow but for laughs, a lol cow. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hello, Kai! Hello! How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I feel like I've heard the term lol cow before, but I just don't know where. I just never knew the definition. I just feel like I've heard the term somewhere. She was self-promoting and that got her identity revealed on the site. Oh yeah, because I heard... when I saw the video about Creepshow art, like I heard that like self-promoting is what got her identity revealed. But I didn't know it was obviously it never said what the website was. Most famous men on the site are filing. Where's DSP? Are we talking art drama? Well, technically talking about Chris Chan specifically. And then Creepshow art just got brought up. Darkside Phil. Oh yeah, I'd never heard of that before. What about this Chris Chan? Yeah. Who is Camila? I don't know how to say the last name. Vives? That's how you say it? Okay, now you gotta give us that look, 'cause I don't know who that is. Well, before I can blink, KJ pushed me down onto the floor. We huddled under the desk and I tried my best not to panic. Also, in game, we broke into, like, literally picked the lock to an office we shouldn't be in right now. Oh, the little art's so cute! Mila sucks, bro. Is this like a recent art drama or like internet history art drama? Oh, let's show creator popular Undertale AU creator. Oh! Yeah, I never got to into the Undertale AU, so I have no idea what any of that would be about. The YouTube series. Okay. DSP was an angry gamer who is real bad with games and blames everything on other people and hardware besides himself. Hey. I'm bad at games sometimes, but I'm never gonna blame the game. I mean, sometimes when I'm angry, I'll be like, this game sucks, this is ass, this is the worst game ever made. But you know what? A lot of times I'll be like, actually, it's just me that's bad, it's not the game. People who are unable to blame their own skill are losers. It's not recent really, but there's been new accounts by victims of her BS. Oh Jesus. I'm surprised I've never heard of this before, actually. I mean, again, I've never been into the Undertale AU, so it makes sense, but like, I'm still surprised, like, being on the internet this long, I haven't heard of it. Also, the music goes hard, what the fuck? Wait, is it kindergarten? No, I know nothing about the fucking Undertale AUs, I just know they're endless. I hold my breath. The echo of clicking heels fills the room. I barely remember what voice I did for Annalie. Those idiots in HR don't know what they're talking about. Something grilling me about how bad our retail turnover looks. Selling makeup cannot be that hard. As far as I've seen, those girls just stand around all day. Note to self, investigate automated retail stores. Which is out a long, weary sigh. But it won't matter soon. None of this will matter at all. I can hear her heels pacing around the office. So this is where we're gonna get the evidence we need of. She's gonna say something like, I'm gonna destroy the world! And we're gonna be like, wow, that's convenient and nice. Her BS, being harboring of multiple rumors, including her ex, and her server about Glitchtail, which of course is filled with minors. And other things, that's like the big one. Jesus. That's so uncomfortable. Why is it always like... I swear, it's always people who have fandoms full of, like, minors, and, like, fans that are just minors. Why are they always the weird ones? I mean, there's a point where all their fans are minors, are kind of, you know, catering towards them, but why are they always weird? He's just most famously ended stream, but he didn't end it. Oh, I don't even want to know where. Oh, Jesus. I don't even know what the Hopeless Peaches drama is at all. I feel like I'm missing out on like a lot of internet history. Really, oh, that's don't me piss. Art YouTube man, crazy shit. Let's see. I think I was just too. Again, my YouTube like phases went from Animal Jam to Minecraft. And there was no in between. I mean, I had like a tiny bit of like an anime YouTuber phase that existed, but not involving like art anime, you know? Their name is Paper Jam and it's so bad. Like, making light of suicide and love between a kid and a daycare? What? Why are people so weird? Because no sex. I mean, yeah, understandably you got fucking banned for that. See, I'm lucky. There was only like one time that I think of that I remember that I raided someone that forgot, like when you raid someone it doesn't immediately end your stream, you still have to press stop streaming. And I forgot to do that, and like the only thing I did after forgetting to end stream was literally just go to the bathroom, and then I think I like almost tripped over my cat, so I was like, oh Nirvana, you can't stand there, you better be careful, and it was just me talking to my cat. And then I come back and I was like, oh shit, I didn't end stream. So you know what? The only thing I would have to expose myself is how often I talk to my cat. I had to yell at her the other day though, because she's been tapping my arm to get attention recently. That's been her thing. But she doesn't know how to do that without her claws out, so I just got fed up and I was like, Vada, stop! And she doesn't understand me, she's a cat, so I just like fucking yelled at my cat to stop tapping my arm, and she's gonna keep doing it because she's a cat. But yeah. The Great Rouge. How many years since I thought about them and tasting care? Dude, I know like nothing. I just know like a random like anime editor drama when it comes to YouTube drama, but at the same time no one knows who the fuck I would be talking about, and at the same time I don't even know that much because I wasn't even directly involved in a lot of it because I was very kept to myself in the editing. It's one of Mori fanfic that's female reader. It's not Sunny and it's real bad for some reason, really popular. Aww. There are some fucking weirdos on the internet. Weird ass people on the internet. Do I love the internet? Yeah, I think it's a good place when it isn't weird, but the bad problem is there are weirdos. Readers like 20-year-old. What the fuck? I don't get being like, oh yes, I'm 20 and I'm gonna read a fanfic in the POV of a 20-year-old romancing someone who's like, what, like 15 in the real world, and then like literally like 12 in the dream world? Like, Jesus. Really great fanfics, like some are considered masterpieces. I mean, yeah, no, there's some great things on the internet. Like, again, I've seen beautiful fan art. I don't read much fanfic, but I know there's some amazingly written fanfic out there, but like, and then there's the weirdos. Yours was an Untitled artist who made like small AUs based on the dynamic between a handful of Sans, Ink, Air, Fresh, Paper Jam, and a couple of others. We do a lot of NSFW, of fucking course. Yeah, I haven't not even heard of that name before, like a lot. Jesus Christ. I mean, mind their kids. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Like, Blue Sky is a Portal fanfic, and the fanbase, that the fanbase deems canon. There's like an official novels on Etsy, it's fantastic. Oh shit. Slay? Whatever that Portal fanfic is? Okay, Slay. The character's not the creator. Oh yeah, I knew what it meant. I knew what you mean. What you meant. I think the grammar. See, I'm an artist, but I'm also very, very ace. I don't think I could ever draw NSFW, much less of like underage characters. Like, normal just NSFW of like adult characters, I wouldn't be able to draw because I'd be uncomfy with that. But then also like, I just don't get how you're not uncomfortable like drawing SFW of like characters that are like canonically or like even just very incredibly, even for stylization, physically kids. Like, I don't get it. I don't think I ever will. Pure Jam would be presented really childlike. Oh, Jesus. I'm not gonna continue Christian stuff, no pain for now. I mean, yeah, I feel like even what you say for Robin, yeah, even what you said is enough. It is. Even that, just like, I didn't know they got bailed out of prison. I thought they were still in prison. Baby talking stuff, calling fresh Mr. Fresh. Oh Jesus! No, they got. I did not know that, honestly. Oh Jesus! I like how we have the most like intense fucking music going on in the background too. I think my chat today is just talking about the weird ass fucking people on the internet. Oh yeah, guys, we gotta end stream right now. We gotta go raid Goose right now. Let's make it cosmic horrors today. I mean, sometimes I switch to as lighthearted as I can by, you know, reading some Life After Magic, but yeah. Oh, banger emotes. Chat with Chris Chandler. Also, have you seen this shit with aliens being real? No, I've seen it, but it's so funny because like I've seen it, but everyone's on Twitter is like, okay, they're real. The fuck do you want me to do about that? Like, no one cares, and I think that's really funny, actually. I think I like heard about like people talk about like how aliens have been like confirmed real, and I was like, cool. I like. I mean, it's like, what am I supposed to do about that? Like, I have always been like a believer in like aliens are definitely gonna be real. Like, there's nowhere we're like the only like intelligent or just in general the only life form in the entire universe. How we feel about the world, yeah. Will we have time for fanfics? I am hoping so too. No matter what, I'm gonna try. I've just been having strange internet things. I'm just hoping we just don't have another day of like strange internet things. It fixed itself like when it first happened, so I'm hoping that like if it happens again, I'll be able to fix it. But I'm gonna try my best. I heard some busy talk about Barbenheimer. I mean, because Barbie is like peak cinema, so obviously that takes priority. Obviously. Paper Jam, made the adult daycare taker and all of the other sans. Oh Jesus. Fresh has like a childlike crush on him. A child having a crush on a teacher type deal, which isn't that bad, but it gets weird when one of the toddlers tries to be— What?! What?! I wasn't expecting— What?! Someone said like, how the fuck do I react to that?! Jesus! Yeah, see, like, you can write, like, children having, like, crushes on, like, adult figures, because that's, like, fucking normal. Like, kids do that. It's just how you write it dictates whether it's weird or not. Guys, lore is something. Yeah, definitely, something is definitely the word to use here. Also because he thought his brother had died? Okay, but it's like, hey, you could write that somehow tragically, but not with the fucking toddler. Like, you know, like tragic, like, you know, if that's the case, like tragic storylines like that can exist, but not with toddlers. That's a baby! Throws it onto anything, do not let him cook. It all started with me interesting Molly Halo's my friend. Yeah, it all started with you being like, oh yeah, I was watching like, you know, a fucking DeviantArt iceberg. And it's handled horribly. Like, I think they made the kid who tried to do so feel like shit for trying. Oh my god. It's like, there's certain stories that you have like, you know, go ahead and write them. The stories could work if you write them correctly, but then if you don't write them correctly, it's just weird as shit and very insensitive and creepy. Like, hello? As if in doing so was just overreacting. Jesus. My pet peeves in fanfics is when they add harems. Like, if there's any respect for the writer for that, at that point it's self-insert wish fulfillment. Yeah, that's very valid. That is very valid. Sparkles, life after magic sparkles. We're at like a very tense moment. I'm just ignoring the game. Yeah, I would imagine like adding harems. I mean, harems themselves are like hard to like do correctly, if that makes sense. Like, you can do harems, you can write harems, not even just like in a fanfic sense, but like an original media sense. You can write them and have them work. It's just not, it's like, it's hard to do in a way that you don't make like the centerpiece either A, like a Mary Sue, or B, just like completely like just self-insert character. It's not bad fanfiction. Did exist for? I mean, yeah, no, yeah, fucking obviously harems existed. Like, okay, Oron High School Host Club. Honestly, great harem anime. Because A, the main character has a personality. B, the characters that exist in the harem, like, have their own personalities and honestly have actual, like, chemistry with the main character, so it makes sense for it to be a harem because they all have chemistry. See, not all of them are in the harem. Like, one of the twins likes Haruhi, but not the other one. So like, you know, it works. It works. But then you have shit like, I don't know, like fucking that one anime where like the dude's in a harem with like fucking quintuplets or some shit. Like I don't know. I haven't seen it, but it just looks like horny incel bait with the self-insert male protag, and like that's just lazy. You just want to make a weird show about high school girl and imagine that they like you because you probably didn't get any love in your life. The worst thing that I remember them drawing and writing was in their high school AU was having essay happen to one of the Sams between the people that commonly ship together and like and them stay together. What? I don't get people who like write shit glamorizing like essay. I don't get it. And it's like, people are like, oh, but it's fictional, so it doesn't actually matter. Like, maybe, but that doesn't make you any less fucking weird and, like, probably, like, triggering people's, like, fucking traumas if they, like, read it not knowing that that's what's gonna happen. And it's very insensitive to victims. Like, hello? Maybe it's super emotional and sensitive, it's just unbearable. I mean, yeah, that can happen in harems, but again, Oron... Okay, I would say Oron peak. Oron does have its problems. Oron has a lot of problems, but it's also really fucking good. I had a conversation between Big and Bees, and it looks like they're gonna go down on a normal thing of them not continuing, but no, they get back together. Oh, Jesus. Another one of those it's fiction people. They mention their country's laws and shit. Oh, Jesus. Guys, I'll start with Tales of Horror from the Youngins. Yeah, you can write good harems. Funnily enough, I think some of the best like harems I've seen are literally just reverse ones, where instead of a male lead, it's a female lead. Because the male lead harems are always probably the most lazy. I don't know, I can't think of the top of my head any like male lead like harem anime like that are good. But then I can think of like ones with female leads that are good. There was one of I don't remember the actual full name. The full name is big, but I know it's like my next life is a villainess. I only watched the first season of this, I think. I don't know like what else there's been. Yeah, my next life as a villainess. All routes lead to doom. And it's like that one was a pretty good reverse harem from what I watched. Very bisexual. I liked that one a lot. Very, very bisexual. An old card with Tales from the Crypt. What access gives you, yeah. I will say here though, I have a lot of like, I could have a whole conversation about like, it's just fiction or fiction isn't reality, because like I have my own opinions of it. But in general, I truly believe reality is not, reality and fiction are inherently linked. Not in like the, you know, video games cause violence things. There's a lot of discussion that goes into it that isn't just simple as like, if you like bad content, it makes you bad. There's so much nuance that goes into this conversation. But yeah, fiction does not exist in a vacuum. Fiction does have its impacts on reality. Like, I will even say, video games do not make you violent, but video games have made people violent before. So it's not just because, oh, because you like incest in anime, that means you do it in you do it in real life. I will admit, it doesn't mean that everyone does. I think you're still weird for enjoying it, but that doesn't mean there aren't going to be some people that do end up thinking that it's okay because they see it in fiction. It's like, fiction has its impacts, maybe not on every single person, but people. Yeah, people think rabbits can eat carrots, people think that grown cats can have milk, people still have misinformation on sharks. Like, I just have so much I just feel like I could have just such a big discussion about this topic, but it's more video games attract violent people. I mean, yeah. So it's like, there's a lot of nuance to this conversation that people that are like, fiction doesn't affect reality, just completely throw out the window because they think there's completely no link. And while in like some cases there are, in some cases there, like, you get what I'm trying to say. Exactly. And one person tried to like argue with me before. Let me tell you, I did like a thread on my own like alt account before like I turned it private that did not say the word pro shipper anywhere, but they still found it and started arguing with me, and I was like pissed. But like this one person tried to be like, give me proof that, you know, fiction affects reality and has bad issues. So I sent them like an actual like educational article that was like talking about how fiction can affect reality, but it mainly focused it on propaganda, like fictional propaganda, and how that affects reality. And they're like, well, that's propaganda, that doesn't count, that's not the same thing. And I'm like, but it still tells you that like they're not completely separate if propaganda can still exist within fictional media. And it's like, I know you want me to just throw out something being like, oh yeah, liking fucking incest in anime means that you are going to like kill someone, like, but there's literally not really any studies that go into how fiction reacts to reality, but also no studies about how fiction doesn't affect reality. So it's really hard to be like, give me a study that says this, because all you have is lived experience. You don't have an actual study that goes into it. Like, in a modern sense though, in like a modern sense, that like, what do they want, like a study that talks about pro shippers? Like, no like fucking like person with like a doctorate in media is going to like, I don't even know if you can get a doctorate in media, probably. It's just a term for a degree, right? But they're not gonna like go and like be like, look at this online term called pro shipper, and I need to do research on this. No, they don't even know that fucking term exists because it's an online term existing on like fucking just like Twitter. Even look at the similarities, yeah. Well, I had 3 Cooper's kid watch a tape and an adult, and a Bozo clown doll. I think have I heard of this study before? I'm not sure. Because you don't see any more VM scum serial murderers. Yeah. I'm really thinking you're talking about like children, like explicitly children. I don't know. Yeah. My main thing on pro shippers is that as an individual, I'm never going to get them to not exist. So I think it's better to just block and move on. Because trying to like fight them and prove them wrong, you're never gonna prove them wrong. They're never gonna listen to you. You're not gonna listen to them. There's no point in holding a conversation. So it's just kind of block and move on, because they're going to exist, and as an individual, you can't really do anything about that. Which sucks, but I think they're weird, and I'm always going to think they're weird. The end. I'm gonna take. I think I learned about this in my psychology class. When let's group had to do stay in the room, not interact with it, and the kids tape. I remember. I do. I remember learning about this in my psychology class, actually. People to do crimes based on what they see on TV or playing means that whoever did that was a little ill beforehand. It's kind of different inspiration. I mean, yeah. There's always like a lot of factors that go into this conversation too. Again, like I don't think. Like, again, I'll admit, I don't think you liking incest in anime immediately means that you're going to go fuck your brother. Like, I still think it's fucking weird. Really weird to like that. And I think there's something wrong with your morality as a person that you think just because it's fictional, it's not weird at all. And, like, you shame people for thinking it's weird, because I've seen people do that where it's like, you think it's weird, but it's a lot, like, I think it's a lot more psychology based than people actually think it is, because a lot of people think that because you like something weird it's going to cause you to do it, but that's not necessarily what the conversation is, unless it's like it's such a hard conversation, but I've been trying to say it's normal. Yeah, the pro ship is pretty much being like, I think pro shippers define it as being like anti-harassment of they don't like they define it as like don't harass people based on what they ship, pretty much, which sounds very good on paper, but that also includes like any ship, like incest, pedophilia, abuse, like, and they don't like. And it's just, they play it as being like anti-harassment, but the amount of times I've seen like pro shippers like go and harass people for just for saying they're uncomfortable with pro ship content, it's like, yeah, there's some, they call people who are not pro ship antis, but like they'll be like, there are like antis in quote unquote. Yeah, Alejandro was a perfect case recently of where he never even said the word pro ship, never even said that they're weird, just said that he didn't like it, and then they dogpiled him. One of the voice actors for Sino and Genshin, and then I know Kai knows Alejandro from like a Monkey Kid. Maybe we shouldn't even maybe you shouldn't be about yourself as a person. Yeah. But it's like, there are some antis that go out of their way, find pro shippers, and send death threats, and honestly, even if you are against the thing that you do, I don't think you should do that, because you're not, by sending like, telling someone to like die because they ship two siblings is not gonna make them reevaluate their actions. It just makes them more believable, like they believe their cause more. So I think just block and move on. But at the same time, they act like they're, like, pro ship is like, the thing that like really bothered me about them too is they act like they're so innocent and that like they've never harassed anyone in their life, when like, again, I did a thread on my own just about kind of like creating media. It was about media with dark topics, and I was talking about like, hey, please explore media with dark topics, do it, I encourage that. Just if you romanticize it or like sexualize things that shouldn't be sexualized, people are gonna think you're weird, and I think it's important that if you actually care about the media you're creating, put this divide of being like, don't romanticize it, but you can still explore it, but don't make it seem like something to be desired, shit like that. And that was just a thread I did, because I like talking about stuff like that. But then never said the word pro shipper anywhere, but they came to me to fight me, and I'm like, isn't this technically harassment by your definition? Like, I'm not harassing anybody, I was just talking to my fucking self on my alt account, and you're the ones that are coming over here creating an argument with me because you feel attacked that I feel differently than you. And it's like, I don't know. Minors do not interact in their bios, but they don't interact with minors. Yeah, that's a big one I've seen too. Interact with that side of fandom is just weird. I mean, again, I don't either. I block people the minute I think they're weird and just kind of go on about my day. Does any of this really matter in the real world? No, but I'm studying media in college, so for me it's actually really interesting to talk about media consumption. I like talking about media consumption, what's healthy media consumption, shit like that. So I'm gonna sit there just basically telling on those, literally. And it's like, so I talk about these things, but I know most of this doesn't even matter in the real world. But, okay, what did I miss, Boots? Yeah. They imitated what the dude did. All those dudes beating the doll were more likely to beat the doll. Those who saw the dude being nice were most likely to do it, and those who didn't really bother the doll, did the toys in a room, the toys in the room, they grew up doing nothing. So yeah. And when in fandom, you don't know what they are behind the screen. Yeah. That's valid. I mean, there are some fandoms where you actually can make really close friends. I have made, like, close friends through, like, the fucking, when I was mainly in the Danganronpa fandom, like, on the editing side of YouTube. I've made some great friends through fandom. Whelmed. So it's like, you can do it, but I don't really blame people for not wanting to interact with fandoms sometimes, but... Okay, you're a medium man. They're college person. What if we could? They're making big honk-a-donkers. Are they scared? Are they cowards? The answer, yes. I think we need more men with big boobs and slutty little waists. People are too scared. We need more Toji from JJK. Femboys. We need more femboys too. I don't mean just femboys. We could take more femboys, but no, we need more buff men. We need... I say this as a person who doesn't even like IRL men, but I am... Wait, why is this? Wait, no, I want this. I was trying to find like a fucking panel of Toji from JJK, and then they like yassified him, and I was like, this is not the panel. Okay, ignore the weird worm. We need more men like him in media. We need more Toji. Goes around like the pro shipper art side, what do they mean? I get where it came from, but at the same time, I don't like terms like that because it like generalizes people's art. And I don't think art can be generalized. I think it started off as like art that's like you can tell is like either hypersexualized or like they do shading in a specific way that you can tell that they draw like porn. That's what I'm saying. We not just femboys, we need buff men with big tits and slutty little waists, okay? Not femboys. Men. Yeah, pretty much what Kai said pretty much said it perfectly, and it's like the new show. Oh yeah, dude. Like, okay. It also the new Superman show also though kind of does have like the Voltron art style, which is really funny. But at the same time, I think we do need more American TV in the art style. I have not seen it, but I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it on Twitter. Hello, Gray. Wait, hold on. Where's the... That's what it's called. My Adventures with Superman. Okay, okay. This one. It is boobs. A lot, Gray. A lot. My stream did crash once. I need it. Give me a rundown. I don't even know what the dude, I don't even know if that's possible to give a rundown. Chris Chan is like the #1 thing we talked about. Kai's going crazy over the new fucking Superman. No, I do like the art style though. I do like it. I do like it. Isn't there like one clip where like, what's her name? How do you say it? Lewis? Is that her name? Lewis? Where she like is walking and then like recoils from like bumping into like his fucking boots. Not boobs, boobs. I'm gonna say boobs. I never got into DC, okay? So I know that like it's Clark Kent. I know Lois Lane. But I just like, I don't know how you're supposed to say it because I know there's like different ways. I think it's Lewis. You sure see a thing? There's super boobs. Yeah. So the art style is really cute. I do like it. It is tempting me to actually watch like a Superman show because I like the art style. Gray definitely does not know what Molly Hale is, my friend. Definitely does not know that because I didn't know that. Anyways, art drama, more drama, pro shippers, Christian, and FNAF Jesus a moment. Like there's an Eva reference in the recent episode. Ooh, I know Eva. How do you say? Oh my god, I'm forgetting how you say Peter Griffin wife now again. I'm forgetting how you say that. Lois? It's Lois, right? I'm never so addicted to Eva. Okay, I was right. It took me a second. I got into Eva, Neon Genesis Evangelion, the anime. I watched it like a while ago. And I liked it. I'm a little too dumb for it, but I liked it. Don't watch the movie if you are prone to seizures from flashing lights. Because my friend finally got me to watch like the movie because like the ending of the anime isn't like the actual ending, and then like the ending of the movie, like the end of Evangelion, that one's the actual ending, and he was like, you need to watch this fucking movie. Jesus Christ, that movie's like a fucking trip. Probably gave people seizures in the goddamn movie theater because like Jesus Christ, people in the 90s did not give a shit about flashing lights. Shit wanted to do with FNAF, Jesus. Okay, you guys can talk amongst yourselves. I need a pee, so I will be right back. I will try to play the game for once after I come back. Have you seen Glamrock Bonnie? Not yet. I've been hearing stuff about it, haven't seen it. Plan on watching Markiplier the playthrough. I will be right back. I'm back, I'm back. The confusion for Gray. Oh my god. I'm opening Discord real quick because I sent myself a meme that I want to put on screen that relates to anime men. Yeah, there's yeah, who Christian is not something that can be easily explained in a paragraph. Much less like a fucking, like, 5-page essay. Oh, you're finally awake. Discord. The music does bang, though. I get too distracted playing this game. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna, like, edit down these, like, VODs and, like, cut out, like, hours of me talking and then, like, have, like, a full, like, hour of footage left. Goddamn. Great. This is what this is what I was trying to get up. Hold on. I really like this image. This is how we should be talking about men if we want equality. With Uzui Tengen from Demon Slayer. Yeah, I can imagine what the news article you saw was about. I can imagine. Let's end the stream off with some funky music. The stream is not even close to ending. I actually gotta play the game a bit and then read some fanfiction later. Oh, that's my YouTube channel. Yeah! A good fanfic where nothing goes wrong. Oh my god, I'm gonna play the game. I can hear heels pacing around the office. My heart is racing out of my chest. I study my breathing, trying not to think about how totally screwed we are. Yeah. Yes, that is one way to talk about the beginning of Christian lore. That works, yeah. The heels stop abruptly. Is she looking out the window, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's incredibly odd, unfortunate, horrible, all of the above. Who be having the Riz? Max! Who's having the Riz? I don't like that message in the middle of what we're talking about here. Jesus, okay. I just need to be patient. So you just set, and soon the curtains shall rise. New Year's Eve, the dawn of a new millennium, the dawn of a new world. Everything I've done so far, this tiresome charade, it'll all be worth it. Note to self, buy yourself a nice dress for the party. You've earned it. Party? What party? KJ's face suddenly turns white. They start frantically pointing up to the computer. They're trying to mouth something, but I don't understand. I crawl over them to whisper. The disk's still on the computer. I have to get it back. No, it's way too risky. Our only evidence against her. We need that disc. I take a deep breath and peeked over to the desk to see where Annalise is standing. She's far enough that way that KJ might just make it. I wave all clear to KJ, and they make their move. There goes my steady breathing. I have to do the backflip! It was in the middle of talking about like what Chris Chan did to their mother. So I think it was just very unfortunate timing. I'm speechless. Let me take that. Really talk in the first place. Yeah, no, yeah, it's gross, unfortunate, horrible, weird, all of the above, every word you can think of on the internet. Where's girl boss lesbian Sentinel tents? We're right there, that's us. We broke into an office. Watch Annalie as she stares out across the city. I think she might be talking to a small cassette recorder. Once Cinder mentality releases across the world, Liverpool will dominate the makeup market permanently. Everyone will need our product. They'll clear it like water and air. The brand's reputation, the sales, it'll all skyrocket. I'll have more money and power than I know what to do with. When Terra opposed me when the mayor suggested reducing supply will send tens of millions of loyal customers into a violent frenzy. After all, I am merely giving the people what they want. Perhaps I'll give a portion of that charity money back to Ara. She's been such a useful puppet. I'll even invite her to my New Year's Eve celebration, show her the destruction she's caused. Yep, she's the villain. Which one is us? I pointed to it with my mouse! We're the pink hair. See, because that's KJ, that was the other one. With those words, KJ fumbles as they slowly retrieve the disc from the computer. They quickly duck back beneath the desk with the disc in hand. We get close and whisper again. Wait, Annalie's been using Ara? Honestly, I expected Ara and Annalie might have been working together almost the whole time. I kind of feel like an asshole. If we get out of this, remind me to be nicer to Ara. Oh, we're not the cool one! Okay. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, we're like a space alien princess, which is pretty sick. Then we had a midlife crisis and turned cool. I mean, that's what happened to KJ. I mean, no, it was more KJ, not a midlife crisis. They just figured out their identity. Wait, Annalie stopped talking. Oh, no. She totally heard us, didn't she? A beat passes and I hear the sound of Annalie turning from the window and walking towards the desk. I emote frantically at KJ, but they shrug in return. Only a few seconds to make a decision. What do we do now? Not we're the gay one. No, the other gay one. They're lost in context here. TLDR of the game. We're in a magical girl group. Magical girl by definition because KJ came out as non-binary. They use they them, which is pretty sick. Our magic has been slowly being like taken away and we don't know why. And then we found out that people are kind of going a little bit crazy. We found out it's because of this makeup line that's being created and then this person is evil. We are not dating Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe we talk about Christian lore for an hour. No, it is most of the times when I play this game, I get really distracted from it. And not because I don't like it, but because it's a visual novel. My options are read the game or read chat, and sometimes I get too distracted by reading chat to read the game. We're dating every man. Yeah, oh yeah. We're dating every man, actually. Only a few seconds to make a decision. What do we do? Oh, Jesus. Sneak around the desk, catch her by surprise. We have to talk about a lot of weird stuff, honestly. Dude, it's just whatever you guys bring up, I just go along with. And you know what? My chat is weird, and I mean that in an endearing way, but also... You guys are weird. My first go is 1, because it's... If we get caught, this one is like, obviously we're getting caught. I don't know how that will like lead to. I'd be offended if we were, yeah. This one has the option of we maybe don't get caught, which is better than just getting caught. We're all freaks and weirdos in the best way possible. There's no denying it, we all just embrace it. Exactly. There is no normal person in my chat, and I pride myself on that. Yeah, dude, I know I'm a freak. I mean, you just kind of look at my internet interests over the years and you're like, yeah, you're not normal. Like, I'm a Chainsaw Man fan. I was a Danganronpa fan for years, so. I wish when the emotes flew across the screen, they were animated as they flew across the screen. It would be funny. It would be funny. It's okay to be in denial, boo. It's the first stage of grief of coming to realize that you're a weirdo freak like the rest of us. Denial. Okay, let's sneak around the desk. Time for some tactical espionage action. I try my best to point around the desk for KJ. They sternly nod. Emily's footsteps are getting louder and louder. It's time to go for it. We quickly crawl around from under the desk to the right side as she approaches from the left. She sits down at her desk, starts using her computer. It's probably really obvious someone else is just using it. I don't know much about computers, but I do know they need power. We pull the plug to buy us some time. We hear Annalie gasp in surprise. She gets up, walks around the left side of the desk to look at the back of the computer. She's crouched inches away from us, looking intensely at the ports and cables. I hold my breath and look over at the elevator. Why did this office have to be so stupidly oversized? There's no way we can make it over there in time. My panic is interrupted by Annalie's voice. I swear, these machines are more evil than me. Okay, she just said it. She's like, yeah, I'm evil. like, damn. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Bro. I'm trying to see. How's my string hold? It says connection successful, but I'm still in the red, so I'm just waiting to see if it reconnects. Maybe? Are we back? It still says it's in the red, so I don't know if we're back or if I still have to restart. Do I have to restart again? I'm like waiting to see if it fixes itself.